west. Said try to lose him, said he'd do his best. But the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back, he couldn't stay away. Oh, the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back the very next day. Now he gave him to a man going up in a balloon. Said take him up to the man in the moon. The balloon it busted and everybody said about 90 miles away they picked the man up dead. But the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back, he couldn't stay away. Oh, the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back the very next day. Now the kitty was a terror, they thought it would be best to put him on a train that was going out west. It went around the curve and hit a broken rail. Not a blessed soul aboard was left to tell the tale. But the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back, he couldn't stay away. Oh, the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back the very next day. Well, the man around the corner swore to kill the cat on sight, so he loaded up his gun with nails and dynamite. He waited and he waited for the cat to come around, but 97 pieces of the man was all they found. But the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back, he couldn't stay away. Oh, the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back the very next day. When old Mr. Johnson saw him coming round the bend, he said, "Here, kitty, kitty, you're coming home again." The reason that the cat just couldn't stay away, there were 7 little kittens sleeping in the hay. That's why the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back, he couldn't stay away. Oh, the cat came back, thought he was a goner. Yes, the cat came back the very next day. How does it break? Stop!
Where is my chat at? Not this again. File, view, chat. Is it? There. I guess not. Oh. Right. Great start to the stream. Predictable one though. Shouldn't it be? Ain't that funny? Oh. There we go. Oh, now I can see all of you, all of your wonderful faces, including Casey's. He's an enigma, a mystery of an enigma, man. Technical difficulties? Really? Oh, my technical difficulties. Okay. Right. I see. But I think, yeah, it's all sorted out now. If I can get this. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and audible for community, guys. I mean, yeah, this is my stream. I didn't need to know that. Learn more. I don't want to learn more. I want to get this thing out of here. Anyway. But yes, as I've been saying in the past, it is quite still summer, but a 58-degree summer at this point. So I think that's just what we got to be dealing with here. It is technically still summer, and I will stand by that. Just 58 degrees and very nice out. But who we got all here? Captain Kira, Tori, Yulai, Casey, welcome as always. Good to have you all here. And something I noticed last time, I did not catch this time, is my lens is catching a lot of lens flare. Is that what that is? We're gonna fix that right now. I'm gonna fix that right about now. I'll be back. Good thing that I always have handy with me, a camera bag. This is my cleansing mallet. That somehow got into my camera bag. Maybe this is a sign that we'll have to perform quite the amount of cleansing this time. But I always have lens cleaner. I always have the lens cleaner, and apparently no microfiber cloth. Okay, this is just Well, ain't that something? The one thing that I use the most is missing. I'll be back once more. Well, it almost is appearing as if somebody has stolen all of my microfiber cloths. Guess I cannot find them. But I did find this. It's a dust cleaning cloth that will have to do. Have to do. Just wait till you see. Until you finally see me in a different light. You'll have a modified outlook. Did that change anything? We will see about that. Ah, that is better. Better. That did work. Well, grateful for that working at least. But we got to be getting to it today because what's cranking or cracking? Cracking. Well, what's cracking is going to be the cracks of wood aflame. As that is partly what we're going to be doing today. Well, mostly what we're going to be doing today, actually. But I guess I wasn't making too much. No, I did announce on my on the post that I made what I was doing tonight. But actually, before we get to that, I'm just on the remembering streak, the streak of remembering, to give credit where credit's due, to the wonderful non-copyrighted music that I get to play on these stream intros. First one was... Actually, that might have been... the first one might have actually been copyrighted. That was The Cat Came Back, recorded by David Holt, one of my favorite folk country musicians, and one of my favorite songs recorded by him. And the one after that, quite the stark difference, which I think fit that mood perfectly, quite perfectly, was the song by the Submersibles. I don't know if you've ever heard of them or not, but they're on, you can find them on musictree.com. That's what that site's called. But are they were a very underground band. They've since broken up, unfortunately. But that was their song Splinter, which I've taken a strange liking to, somehow. Not my usual type of song, but hey, I can make exceptions. But I was going to say, we need to get right to it, because this is one of the only streams that I'm going to be just a little bit pressed for time in, because I got so much time, so little to do. Wait, scratch that, reverse it. Because we definitely got our project here, and some time constraints, because there are some things that I got to be attending to right after we do this. Hence why I'm starting this way earlier than I usually do. But as you might have been seeing from the post on my channel, which direction? There we go. Post on my channel. We're going to be doing some more grill usage, which is something I do nearly every day, and I would like to have you all be able to have enjoyment brought to you out of that, and perhaps inspire you all to start doing something like that as well. Because grilling, I think, is really the best way to do anything, and the best way to do anything outside that involves cooking. So if you're doing it over a charcoal or wood grill, that you really got it going on when you do that. When you're able to do that, and you're able to have the know-how of how to cook virtually anything with that method, that technique. But today I had the idea. Well, actually, not today. I had the idea, I think, earlier this week. But the idea just came to me that the next thing I should be grilling for the streams is something that I have not actually made before, which is this is because this is the first time I'm going to be trying my hand at making smoked salmon. And again, something that I've not made before, and something that you usually don't make over a charcoal grill. But it's an idea that I had, because I had an original idea for a technique of how to do that. So I just figured that since I had this idea that just came to me and that I hadn't seen or heard from any place, then that's definitely worth a stream. And considering the last stream was doing the steamed crab legs on the grill, and those turned out perfectly. Those turned out absolutely perfectly. And considering how I was able to do that off of an original technique, original method that I had, and for it to work perfectly, I do have some good hopes for how this one will turn out. But got to be getting right to it, and We're going to see if this thing will be able to work. But before I do that, I have some things to address concerning the last stream. And those things are that, first of all, I mentioned in my stream announcement earlier today that we are going to be doing call-ins, because the stream announcement for last stream, I did announce that we were doing call-ins, and we did not. I admit I completely forgot about that. I did. I forgot about the call-ins. We were just so involved with talking about what were we even talking about? We were talking about you can rewind the stream. Huffing vanilla, OxyClean. The OxyClean and the vanilla, the expired 2009 vanilla, still has the kick that it used to. But we spent so much time being involved on that, I completely forgot about the call-ins. But that is something we are going to be having today in the midst of everything else. Second thing that was in reference to last stream, I had referenced Orange Julius's, which is an old forgotten beverage from the long amount of decades ago that I have come about making and using the original and forbidden recalled recipe for it. And I had talked about actually bringing it in the blender on the last stream and actually making some for both me and Satcon, but we did not get to that either, which means that I'm going to have to do that I think right about now. So I'm going to be right back. All the blending equipment, and we'll see. My chat is not frozen, is it? It's happened several other times on OBS. Check myself. Oh, hold on. There we go. Looks to be in order. And I'll be right back. Be right back with the supplies for that. And keep it interesting while I'm gone. And do not be letting Inverse just make this into his own sad boy phase speakeasy. Because I will be watching. I do have the stream with me. I can take it with me. So look sharp. Is he cooking yet? He'll, let me cook. Just let me cook. Or is that a brain rot term? I don't know. Let him cook. Yeah, might be. I'll have to recall that. But yeah, I'm making the beverages first, and then we'll be rolling. Alright. Of course, we always get more comments while I'm away. Always just has to work out like that. Just like that, doesn't it? But anyway, at least we got the activity anyway. Let's see. Can you get smoking big doinks in Amish? You know, I don't. I'm not that familiar with that exact term, but that sounds kind of fun. Get high already. Okay. There. I mean, unless you're telling me to get on a high horse. I mean, the closest horse field is about a couple minutes away. If you'd rather see that. Always. Okay. Some Monster smokes sticky icky. You know, I actually for a little while tried putting leaves in with the wood and the charcoal to create some, just as a fire starter, mostly. And they did work. They created a bunch of smoke, but it did not smell good at all. At all. I mean, if you need like immediate smoke, and you need definite, a bunch of smoke quickly, and you can use leaves, but it ain't going to smell good. So, in a way, put the wig back on. The wig's on the Manny head in the other room. If I was streaming in there, that might be what I would start the stream with. Risen, yeah, of course. Some do it better than others, but I'll try. No, yeah, the wig, that's going to get me in trouble. That's going to get me... Oh, I'm never going to get unbanned. If we keep the wig in action. Okay, what's the best way to shoot this? Caught you striped-handed. What I wonder is if he's going to either reference that and even play that on stream, or if he's just going to block it out of existence. Alright, I think this is a good enough view. A bit far. That's fine. Part of our equipment here, and I forgot my extension cord. I love extension cords. Appliance Direct. If anybody even remembers those old... How old were they? They're kind of old at this point. Appliance Direct commercials. It's the wrong end. Saying Jack looks like you, but he keeps brushing it off. He hates the truth. Yeah, I mean, he threatened to ban, and he did ban like 1 or 2 people for saying that I look like him. Remember that? He actually did. He banned a couple people. Well, that's one extension cord. But the other one, yeah. Here's the world. Here we go. This is the heavy duty version. What's up, Jace? How you doing? How are you, in the afternoon there, is it? Or the morning? Yeah, so am I, Anvers. So am I. Just, miscalculated my extension cords. Morning here, I'm about to go to work. Well, hope you have quite the good day at work, Jace. Of course, I need the charger already. How about that? Okay. Whoop. Smoking is bad for you? Yeah, not this kind of smoking though. You'll see what I mean. See what I mean in just a bit. There we go. This finally worked. I have to have an update on I have to just update all my extension cords then. Seems like. That work? As a matter of fact, it does. Anyway, finally getting to it. Finally are getting to it. Episode of Will It Blend? I know it will. I know it will this time though. Yeah, will it blend? Will the blender work? Will the blender turn on? What this is an episode of. Anyway, like I'd said before, we're making the ever classic, iconic, and banned recipe for Orange Julius's, which, just a quick recap, is a beverage that was coming about in the 70s, 1970s, and according to my dad, it was one of the best things to, best beverages that was in existence. And it was that way because of its very simple but specific recipe. And one of the featured ingredients that made it quite unique was its egg whites that were in it, raw egg whites, and that's what really just sold it. And after a while, health regulations and outlandish conspiracy theories about eggs and salmonella were coming about, and that struck our sunny side up eggs, our soft boiled eggs, and the Orange Julius's, and they were recalled. The recipe was revised, and it just became sort of some cold orange juice, basically, with some. I think they then added slushy ice to it. After that, I tried one of the BS ones, because those are even rare nowadays. I think Dairy Queen, I think, in New Mexico, and it was very, 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 very all right. Very all right. but just all right. But we ain't striving for just all right here. We're going to be doing the, attempting, making an attempt at the classic recipe that just never has been the same. But we're starting with, you know what, I'll make a sizable batch here. 10 viewers, you're blowing up. Guess so. Rather that blow up than my extension cord setup that I have here. But we're going to be starting with, of course, hence the name, some orange juice with pulp, because it's only right. And if you would like to inquire about any kind of measurements, well, you're in the wrong place. So you're in the wrong place. That's that, and then milk. That's not enough milk, I don't think. Milk is a crucial part of it because it's almost like a liquefied creamsicle. So that. Do take notes? I mean, you can if you want. If you want to be exposed to the truth of the matter, of what these Orange Julius's used to be, which are more than just subpar slushies. We're putting a little bit of sugar in here, which is not something that I would usually do, but I ain't the biggest fan of pure sugar, but since we got to be staying true to the original here, this is just what we got to do. Perhaps a little more. There we go. Now, it's iconicness time. Said orange juice with or without pulp. I just explained that it was the one with pulp because it's only right. It's only right to do the with pulp version. Now we want to extract the whites from this. So I ain't going to do it over there because I ain't going to want to risk the yolk going in there, but do it with a cup. Just separate the yolk by. Do this from shell to shell. It's actually a lot easier if you have one of those white separators, Tupperware white separator. Just gonna set that aside for now. Yeah. And if you go to do it this way, just from shell to shell, make sure that the shells are clean and scrubbed. Please make sure of that. Because if they ain't, that's when you start to get sickness. People being unclean. You can apply that. That can be applied to many, many different concepts. Lagging already. Really doing. How to do this? Who introduced me to this OBS thing. Hang on just a minute.